So I just came back from McDonald's, and when I opened that bag to look at my food I was gonna eat, I started thinking about those poor people in that college in Oregon. If you guys didn't know, about a week ago, a mass shooting that killed a lot of people. I do not want to say the number because sometimes when I get the exact numbers, I sometimes say, wow, that's a little bit, wow, that's a lot. Like, I don't want to make you guys think that it was too much or too little, because I want you guys to just think these people are people. There's something that could have changed our planet for the good. They went to college. They're going to college. That means that they've been working hard their entire life to succeed in something that they dreamed for since the start of life. And sadly, some men decided to bring a gun into that school and kill all those people. I want to make this video just in response to the people over there in Oregon. I don't want to sound too insensitive, so I want to say that those people who died, I feel terrible for you people. I'm so sorry. I don't know what's going on with this world today. It's like every other week somebody dies in the school. I mean, school is supposed to be a place where you can call your home. It's a place you can go and learn. That's what we should be thinking about. You should be thinking about math, science, reading. You shouldn't be thinking about will I die today. It's just terrible to think that this is how society has become, and people are going around shooting schools for some weird reason. So I want to talk about gun control. I know, very controversial, and I don't want to sound very insensitive about the people who died in Oregon. Those people who died, hope to rest in peace. I feel so terrible for them. I'm hoping that their families will, well, I just hope they live. I hope none of them die, kill themselves. I believe that every man should have a gun. Even though we have many situations where there's kids going to schools and killing people, we cannot fix that. If we take away the the Americans' Second Amendment, it would just cause more panic, and it would just cause more people to die. They won't, over there in the country in China, they took out the gun control. No, they banned guns from everybody. And these gangsters, like the Chinese mafia, they, instead of using guns, they use knives, and they kill just as many people as guns do. Countries like Germany, back in World War II, they took away the people's guns, and they ended up killing every single person who protested against Hitler. Killed the Jews because they couldn't fight back because they had no guns. And Cuba did the same thing, killed all those people because they had no weapons. Vietnam and China. In China, they killed over 50 million people. That was the president did a few years, I think like 50 years ago. Killed those people, and they couldn't defend themselves. They had no weapon. I don't trust the USA government too much. I trust them enough to live in this country, but I have a feeling that the USA government will one day probably just decide, you know what, I don't like Hispanics, I don't like blacks, I don't like whites, I don't like Asians, I don't like the Middle East. Let's just kill them all. And the thing we have to defend against them, the reason why this amendment was created was to give people power against the government itself. They made this law to protect people from themselves. That is not, this amendment was not created to defend against other countries. It was to defend the people from the government itself, the USA government. Because the USA government, if they want to, they can do whatever they want. They can literally say, you know what, you troops, I want you to go into this town, kill everybody. They have no guns, so don't be afraid. And obviously, we have so many examples with the USA police going to places, and they feel so much adrenaline having a weapon, and seeing a dude without a weapon, they're like, you know what, you have no authority over me. Pa pa pa, shoot that man. Most of the time it's a black dude getting killed by a white cop, and I don't want to have this happening in greater numbers. The reason is because that black man didn't have a gun. If he had a gun, he could have defended himself, maybe even be alive today. But the USA government wants to lie to us and say that no, banning guns would save us, but it won't. The USA government, the same people that are trying to take away our rights as Americans, the same people trying to take away birth rights, are telling us to trust them, that we're not gonna hurt you guys. I don't believe it, and I think that our guns is the greatest right we have. The ability to bear arms, the greatest right we have. Some people may argue to fight, to protest, but without a gun, you cannot protest, because the USA government can't kill you because you don't have a gun. Happened back in the day, 50 years ago, with the I mean, 100 years ago with the black codes, he said take away the black people's guns, and look, the KKK came around, started killing all those black people. They had no weapons. If you look at Texas right now, Texas has is the country with the most guns, and it's no, not the country, with the state with the most guns. Pretty much every single person has a gun over there. And there is no idiot that's gonna go to that place, go to somebody and shoot them, because they know that guy probably trained himself for 20 years or since they were born to shoot a gun. You try to shoot somebody over there in Texas, he can probably like sling out his gun in half a second and shoot you like 5 times before he can even pick up your gun. Because over there in Texas, everybody has a gun. They know how to use it, they know what to do, and that's the state with the least death rates per town over there with guns. Like, nobody over there dies with guns. Very, very rarely does that happen. That's the biggest example about how guns can save people. Instead of taking away guns, let's give them back. Give them more guns. This great example I heard on his speech a few years ago. This man said that this is like giving... We all know how gazelle and tiger are predators, like predator and prey. And we can't argue that the gazelle should turn around and attack that tiger with his horns. If you take away that gazelle's horns and take away the tiger's claws, the tiger still wants to kill that gazelle. You can use his teeth, and the gazelle cannot fight back. It's like taking away people's guns. Obviously, the guy's gonna no longer have a gun. But you can have a knife, right? You can have a knife, he's gonna still wanna go for you. So instead of taking away our guns, we should just give more people guns, because nobody is dumb enough to attack somebody with a gun. I believe that we should keep our guns, not give them away. Because our guns are our #1 right. That's why we are in America. That is the greatest right America has gave to us. The ability to protect ourselves from other countries, from the USA itself. Thanks for your time, and have a nice day. Goodbye.